the world is going on here? We gotta take that off there. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Unplanned Adventure. If you're new here to this channel is all about snowmobiling, trail conditions, and real rider stories and places that make winter riding worth it. This isn't a highlight reel. This is real riding, real trails, and real information from people who actually put miles on their sled. Tonight we're talking about trail conditions, local updates, club shout-outs, and a few things every rider should know before heading out this weekend. If you value this stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop where you are riding in the chat. It helps the channel more than you think. All right, let's get into it. First, let's talk about joining groups. Everybody asked me about that. If you're out there and you're on the trails you ride, you see the trails you ride on, they don't just magically appear every year. Every smooth corner, every groomed straightaway, every bridge that doesn't tear your sled apart, that's a snowmobile club at work. Joining a club is hands down one of the smartest things you can do as a rider. And, please just support your local groups. First off, trail access. Most of the land we ride on, it's private, farmers, landowners, timber companies. Clubs are the reason those gates open instead of locked. No club support means no permission. No permission means no trails. It's that simple. Grooming. Those groomers don't run on good vibes and thank yous, as much as we'd like to believe. It all costs real money. Your membership directly pays for the trail quality you complain about or brag about. It's up to you. Third, being an advocate. When laws change, when funding gets threatened, when access is on the line, clubs are the ones in the room speaking for the riders. If you don't support them, someone else gets to decide where and if the money goes and if you get to ride. Community. Clubs are where you find trail reports that are actually accurate, help when someone's stuck at midnight, volunteers who show up in brutal weather just so everyone else can ride the next day. These aren't corporations. They're just riders like you. So keep that in mind when you're out there thinking about, whether or not to join a club. And there's the part people forget. A club membership usually costs less than a tank of fuel, but it protects thousands of miles of trail. If you ride the trails, you should help keep them alive. Join a local snowmobile club. Support the people who make it possible. That's all I got to say about that. I just can't say enough about people joining clubs. It needs to happen. Even if you're just, joining it just to hang out a little bit here and there, but, by all means do it. Let's look at the trail cam. Let's see what's going on out there tonight. I thought I saw a little snow. Not really. So you're watching this right now. This is trail cam number 7. Please go support Brian by going to trail cam number 7 YouTube page and like it and subscribe. That thing runs 24/7. It gives you real life or real time updates. Plus, you get to sit there and just watch watch the snowmobiles go by. You can treat it like the the little fireplace TV show or whatever you can put on there. You can just sit there and let it run in the background, and every once in a while hear a snowmobile run by, and also see the groomer go by. We saw two of them the other day, so not really sure. I know one was Indian River. I'm not really sure what the other one was. All right, so on to trail reports. Indian River trails, they are decent right now. The groomers did not go out last night. They didn't feel like there was enough to keep grooming it, so they let it sit. But with the temps coming up, I believe they're going out tonight, and that way they can pack it down really well. And then hopefully, if the temps do rise a little bit, which there is a little bit, I think it's reaching 40 by the end of the week. The good news is it looks to me, based on what weather app you look at, it keeps fluctuating. But you know what? I didn't even. Ooh, hope you could hear me the whole time. I didn't even have my headphones on, so I hope I was talking loud enough to get it in there. But again, I was talking about the temperatures, and the temperatures right now they're fluctuating enough, and I think it's going to actually touch 40 by the end of the week. But the good news is, before, when I looked at it about a week ago, or actually it was about 3 or 4 days ago, it showed mid 30s like a couple weeks after that. Well, now it's showing that little stretch of 40, and then right back down, dips right back down, and it looks like there's going to be plenty of snow in the forecast, and the temperatures are going to stay at least low 30s and upper 20s. So, hopefully that holds true. I got a couple more weeks, and then I'll be heading up there. So I'm hoping that holds true. Petoskey Snowmobiles. So let's talk about their food. Let's talk about breakfast. So they are planning on having it. They put it on Facebook. 12/21/25. They are going to have their breakfast. Head over by sled or by car, but either way, go over and help support Petoskey Snowmobile Club, Snowmobile and ORV Club. Every little bit helps. So please go over there and help them out. The only trail condition that I saw for an update was Trail 763 from Chandler Hill Road to Walloon Lake had been groomed. That was last night. So that's the only major update I saw there. They did post, I guess I could be showing you that. They did post their map on there, and they were showing where they had gone. And then these are some of the mixtures of the pictures from the last night. I just kept them in there because they didn't, like I said, they didn't really have any major updates. Jordan Valley also didn't have any major updates, but I did get a little bit more information about this particular stuff that we were seeing here, the repair on the groomer. And hats off to the crew this weekend for changing the track. They can't thank Mark, Dave, Andy, Doobie enough for the help and the shop to do it in, as well as the great groomer drivers Kevin, Mike, Phil, Tom, and Rich. The trails, we need snow. Alba North is thin. So yeah, I was talking to some people up there, and they were saying that all around, I guess south and north, it seemed like they got plenty of snow, but that there's just a strip right through there that didn't get as much snow as everybody else. So but that's kind of expected. It happens. Plus, again, it is the middle of December, and you're already out there seeing this kind of traffic. It's awesome. Wolverine, I couldn't find any post on Wolverine, so I'm not really sure, but I'll keep working on that. See if I can get some updates. Benzie, nothing really changed with theirs. They had this post last night, but what I will say, they did post from Saddle Up Gas and Grocery posted, attention snowmobilers, please stay on the marked trail and the groomed trail. We have been informed that snowmobilers are trespassing on private property, and we will lose privileges. So, I see tons and tons of posts like this. I saw a post from a homeowner actually stating this. So, please stay on the trails. Stay on the trails. It's marked. Do the best you can to stay on there, unless you absolutely have to. But don't run through everybody's yard. Somebody put a lengthy post up there about how they had stuff that was vegetation that is purposely being grown there, and it's like small shrubs and stuff like that, and people are running over top of them. And I want to say it might be something they're doing with almost like a an animal sanctuary type thing. So that's they're growing that specifically for the animals in the spring and everything. And they said right now people are running right over it and destroying some of it. So again, stay on the marked trails. I've seen this years, going for years. There's actually a stretch over there where there's it looks like a little Christmas tree farm, and the trees some years when they replant them may not be as tall as the snow. And I've seen several people go off that trail and then run right into. I just noticed my camera's not working, and run right into some of the stuff that's there. So it just like I said, stay on the trail, stay on the trail, stay on the marked trail. Um, you know, just respect the people's property. Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie. Do I have a plug for them? Do I have a actual trail conditions? No, this isn't Sault Ste. Marie. I didn't have any pictures for Sault Ste. Marie, but they did put a post on there 12/14/25 that said good morning. The Sioux was blessed with about 8 inches of fresh snow yesterday, and their groomer Dan was out there overnight on Trail 8 from Sioux to Brimley. It was -7 for his run. It was looking absolutely awesome this morning, and they wanted to put a shout out to Dave. So Sault Ste. Marie, eight. They said 8 inches or so. So that's really good though. That's a lot of snow up there. You know what? I gotta look at this. I have a bad feeling. I don't know if I was even transitioning. Oh, nobody in the chat said, "Hey, you're not showing anything." And oops. Well, hopefully you guys were seeing the same thing I was, or seeing the scene transitions. These are the same ones here because I didn't have any new ones. Same thing for Kalkaska. Got the pictures here of Kalkaska. If it was good enough to go on the trail there, then it was good enough. I go for there. Pine Stump. I didn't see a new one for them. And let's see, Paradise. I didn't have a new picture for them, but I did have a report. Paradise is. They said their 3 groomers were out today, and they went to trails 452, 453, and 8. So they were out there, doing some of their trails today. Nothing specifically for Chippewa snow chasers or Kinawa or Keniwa, I think is how I'm saying that. I might be messing that up. Sorry about that. But I did see something for Clark Motel. Clark Motel made the top 23 for Chippewa County for the 2025. So I just want to say congratulations to Chippewa. I'm sorry. Congratulations to Clark Motel and everything, because they do a lot of stuff up there. Clark Motel, they go out and do a lot of rescues. They also have a shop that they're getting people in and out of there for as fast as they can whenever they're out there helping people. So they really do a lot for that area up there. And if you've ever been up there, there isn't a whole lot around there. So especially that Strong's area, it's a one little light area, and you're in it. If you blink, you missed it. Let's see here. Where is my information here? All right. So someone had asked me before in the chat, and I just wanted to put it out there. Trail permits are $52. Please remember to check your registration and trail permit before riding. You want to get out there on the trail, but you don't want to go out there and have a good day totally ruined in a matter of seconds by not having a new trail permit or a new registration updated. We're really going through things really quick tonight. Usually I'm talking and talking and talking, but I'm already down to. Let's get down here to we'll talk about this Groomer app some more. I got, yeah. So, all right. So the Groomer tracker app. The Groomer Tracker app is designed for snowmobilers to track groomed trails and positions of the groomers. Here are some of the key features. The trail tracking. The app allows users to see where the groomers are working and which trails have been groomed. Like I said, it is a good thing. You can kind of get out there and figure out what's going on. And if you have a long ride, you can check it before you even leave home to see, okay, am I going to go up into a mess? Safety features. It provides real-time updates on the positions of the groomers, enhancing safety for riders. So you see one coming your way, you know, hey, I got to get out of the way. Or if you see one on a trail, maybe you can avoid it. Subscription options. Users can subscribe to see groomers' positions 24/7 with costs varying based on the club. Most of them I saw on there are $9.99, but I do know that there are some a little more, a little less. User reviews. Many users appreciate the app for helping them find the best trails and ensuring safety during rides. You can download the app from the App Store or Google Play for more information. Just to give you an idea, that's, download that. There you can pay for the subscription, but you can also put on there. You can go to the section. It allows you to do tips, and you can add a little bit more if you want to. So just keep that in mind. That's always good. And we're already down to Monday night. It's going a little quicker. I'm not sure how long I've even been on. Oh, 19 minutes. I've only been on here 19 minutes. One thing I will say is, so last night, I can't remember how many we were at last night, but we're at 398. 398 subscribers, 398 subscribers. Last Sunday, I was at 100. So in a little over a week's time, we've gone up to 398. I'm waiting to see. I'm curious. Am I going to hit that 400 tonight? I hope so. Still got a long ways to go. I need if you can, if you're bored, or if you're just tired of hearing my voice, can you please just play this, put it on play, and turn the volume down and stick it in your pocket and let it just play one of these things for an hour. If I can get several people to do that every once in a while and watch one of these, I'll hit that. I got to hit 4,000 hours. 4,000 hours. Once I get the 1,000 subscribers, which I really believe is going to happen quick because it's growing fast. I've been posting this stuff out there. I'm getting more and more contact from people saying that, hey, I'm going to go watch your show, and it's actually making me a little bit better because I'm going in here and I'm getting more information, getting some stuff together. So I will do another live stream tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I will do a live stream 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and I will be on here for about usually about an hour is what I do. It depends. Tonight I'm not sure how long we'll go, but usually it's an hour, and I will. Like I said, I'll be on here tomorrow night. Wednesday night I will take the night. Actually, Wednesday and Thursday I'm going to take those nights off, and then I'll be back on here Friday. So if you're going to be driving, if you're going to be heading up to northern Michigan on Friday night, you can turn it on there, and I'll try and give you some live updates on the way on your commute to Michigan to wherever you're going to stay and ride. And so I can't say it enough. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can find me on Facebook under the Unplanned Adventure page. You can find me on, pull this up here so I can show you. You can find me on, you can also join Indian River Snowmobile, ATV, and Water Sports Facebook group. There will be a lot of information posted on there, and I post videos on there. And then you can go to the Inland Lake Snowmobile Club Facebook page and like and follow. And you can also find me on Instagram, the Unplanned Adventure 98. And TikTok, the Unplanned Adventure. So you can find me in all those places. You can also find me on X. I'm not on X as much, but I will try and post there every once in a while. And then I'll be looking at some different ones. If somebody has, if somebody has a preference, Rumble. I'm also on Rumble. I have not live streamed to Rumble, but I will definitely post videos and stuff over to Rumble. And I'll probably put a lot of these on there too. But so let's go back down here. I don't know if everybody joined me last night, and I was just kind of messing around because I've already hit everything. I've hit the key points, and nobody's really in the chat here. I kind of want to hang around just a little bit longer. I want to see if I'm going to hit that I want to see if I'm going to hit the 400 mark. It's kind of exciting. 398 right now. Let's see if I'm going to hit it tonight. Not yet. It's kind of hit or miss. Every once in a while, I go on there and it just starts. It's almost real time. I can keep refreshing it. It's just one after another, and then other times it's hours and hours before something happens, and I might refresh, and then it's two or three. It jumps two or three. I don't really know what's going on at what time and what kind of prompts everything to happen, but that seems to be the key there. Let's see what that trail cam's doing again. Let's see here. Sorry about that. I wanted to. Oh, look at that. I thought I was transitioning to a place that wouldn't show me drinking some water, but my throat was a little sore, so I had to get something. And I'm not even sure what's going on with my camera tonight. I turned it on. It looks like I have makeup on. I do not have makeup. It actually reminds me of it reminds me of that Tropic Thunder Will Ferrell when they put the eyeliner on and they were playing basketball and they were trying to. I'm not really sure what setting I hit to do that, but I'll have to go find that setting and get rid of it. That's crazy looking. One thing I noticed is not working in my in here is it's supposed to have the chat window off to the side there, so everybody can kind of live chat with each other, and it doesn't seem to. Let's see if let's test it out. Test. Yeah, it's not doing that. Yeah, it's supposed to, off to the right there, there's supposed to be a live chat. It's supposed to update, and that way we can look in the window and see everything at the same time, but it's not happening that way. Oh well. Transition back here. And like I said, last night I was messing around. I was doing this stuff. So tonight, I don't want to cut it any shorter than 30 minutes, so I'm kind of hanging around here. If there's anybody or any clubs you want me to check out, I might be able to look it up real quick. I could not find one for the Sheboygan Trailblazers. Their Facebook page has not been updated since 2000. I think it was 2017. So I'm not really sure, what they're doing. They definitely don't have a social media presence. So it's kind of tough to get that one. And I couldn't find Wolverine. I'm not sure if they're called Wolverine Snowmobile Club or Grooming Club, but I could not find anything on them yet, so I'm going to keep looking. Those are the ones that are immediately around Indian River. So unfortunately, and you know what? I didn't see an update from Springbrook today. I'll have to check that one out. That was another one I should have. That gets over into the other side over by Lansing, but it's still somewhat in the general area of the trails that you would be on day to day. Other than that, it still looks pretty good. I didn't see any major things there. I was checking out the weather. Check out this weather real quick. Let me look. Hold on 1 second. So I was checking it out earlier, and it looked like we had a little stint. The end of this week was going to be 40 degrees, and then, unfortunately, like Thursday, it's going to be like 41 degrees. The good thing is they are calling for, I guess it's like a wintry mix, but then it's going to tomorrow is going to be 38 up there. So it's you get a run of 3 days that are going to be kind of not so good, and then it drops down in 20s, and then for the extended forecast out, it's kind of hit or miss. I mean, there's this did this to me earlier, where earlier it showed everything was 30 degrees and upper 20s. Now it's showing a few days in the mid 30s with wintry mix, but I mean, there's enough time for that to change. Anything could happen. They could have a storm and it push some stuff down, and next thing you know, it'll be hopefully be a blizzard, because I'm trying to go up there in a few more weeks, and I don't want to. I want to get up there and ride and put plenty of plenty of miles on my snowmobile and go check some stuff out. Still hoping some people will tell me some things in some areas that I'm not really familiar with, and maybe that'll help. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm checking out this. Oh, you know what? I just noticed something on my, because we're watching the trail cam here, and I have a feeling. Oh, we were watching the trail cam. I moved it. I think I wasn't hitting it live, so I went and refreshed it, and now it's back up, and now it's showing. The only reason I caught that is I pulled up a browser here, and I noticed that it was dark on that one, and mine was still showing. I think that it was daylight. Yeah, this doesn't. Huh. So in order to show these pictures again, I'd have to basically go back, and we can do that. Let's go back here. Oh, I can't do that because unless I take them out of here. Well, it's only been about 30 minutes. I was hoping to hit that 400 mark. We've already covered all the areas there. Like I said, right now, everything looks good. Unfortunately, it looks like there's going to be a little stint of not so great weather. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it affects things, and I'll keep trying to update. I will be on here again tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern time. And hopefully at that point I'll know a little bit more. I'll check out some different sites and see what people are saying about the area and how bad it gets. And like I said, hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy. But one thing I will say is, huge shout out to all the snowmobile clubs, groomers, operators, volunteers putting in the hours so we can enjoy the trails. None of it happens without you. If you found tonight helpful, hit the like, subscribe button, and subscribe to the channel. Share the stream with your riding buddies. It really helps the channel grow. Drop a comment below with the what trails you're riding, what conditions you're seeing, or what you want covered next. I'll be back live for more updates, more trail talk, and more real world riding info. And I will say, if you look down in the description, I have plenty of links. I put links to a bunch of the snowmobile clubs all around the area. And, check that out. You also have my social media contacts and everything in there, and check those out. But until then, ride safe, respect the trails, and I'll see you on the next unplanned adventure.